President William Ruto has now received the greatest shock in his 35 years of politics.
Nyinyi ni wajinga kiasi gani? How foolish are you, members of parliament from this region? William Ruto is laughing at you.
Now Mount Kenya is slowly, shifting away from its party UDA. And this welcome back, folks. This is Dr. Politica, and of course, here we decode power and decide Kenya. And I am Peter Ogutu, your analyst. When I say that William Ruto is now cornered, I know what I'm saying, because now it is evident that Mount Kenya is deciding to leave UDA. And this message from EMBU Governor GOV MBARIRE.
Mimi ni kiongozi elected by the people of Embu County, and you are going to respect me. Munipatie heshima vile na wapatia heshima. And do not take our support for President William Ruto for granted. Kama kuna shida, mtuite kwa meza, mtuambie kuna shida wapi. But musitulete vita hapa Embu.
From the message, you can clearly see that this lady is almost quitting being UDA chair. Because actually, if there's a lady who has been vocal in supporting William Ruto in Mount Kenya, it's actually the EMBU Governor GOV MBARIRE. But now, see, she's complaining about the party, how she's being undermined, and whatever. I tell you what, in politics, everything happens for a reason. When you see a leader complaining, that leader is now exiting. That's how it is. Remember, Justice Muturi, when Muturi began complaining about abductions, refusing to attend the CS meetings, disrespecting the president publicly, I said here that Muturi is leaving, is quitting, UDA. And indeed, Muturi left, though he was impeached, but he was not there. He was just there, physically, but mentally he was with GACHAGUA. And now we are seeing Muturi really campaigning with GACHAGUA. And having said so, the fact that EMBU Governor is actually attacking William Ruto, this shows that she's actually leaving the UDA party. Now, the question is, why do you think all this is happening now? It is simply because of the Wamunyoro power. Wamunyoro has actually managed to, take over Kenya's political scene. In GACHAGUA, with his convincing tongue, he has managed to convince all political leaders, including, Kikuyus and Embu and Meros, to actually see Ruto as their enemy. And now leaders are beginning to, silence themselves. They don't want anything to do with Ruto, because they think that if they are seen with Ruto, this will actually affect their election. Remember, GACHAGUA's message yesterday said that those leaders who are disrespecting him or who are being sent by Ruto to intimidate his party, DCP, will actually, fail re-election come 2027. And this is actually a threat to the leaders. And somehow, GACHAGUA is manipulating these leaders, not to work with Ruto, but to instead work with them. That's how it is. And now, with us seeing MBARIRE complaining about, Ruto, and the other Mount Kenya leaders joining GACHAGUA, it means that UDA will be dead before even 2027. I think Ruto will have to come with another party, another name. Yeah, because every leader from Mount Kenya does not want anything to do with him. And the only hope he has, of course, is Raila Odinga. If at all he will convince Raila to be with him, then the better he will win. He will win, somehow a huge percentage of voters in Kenya. But if Raila, who of course should not be trusted at any cost, in fact, no political leader should trust Raila Odinga. Why? Because Raila is a very clever politician. He will be with you, but he's just studying you. If Raila sees that Ruto is finished, Raila will abandon Ruto without any warning, and Ruto will be left a political orphan. And actually, if he's not careful, he will be the first president to serve one term. Just imagine serving one term. Imagine handing over power to someone who has removed you from power. It is so shameful and humiliating. And that's where we're headed. So William Ruto should just sit down, call himself for a meeting, find ways of, reconciling with Gachagua, because if he fails to do so, Gachagua will actually devour his party, devour his leadership, and that's how things are happening right now. And Gachagua is determined to actually make Ruto a one-term president. When you listen to his speech, you will know this guy is actually determined to make the president one term. So, my question is, are we yet to witness a mass exodus from UDA, or these leaders will later on rejoin UDA? Because I'm telling you, my viewer, in due course, actually, in a few, we'll be seeing leaders exiting UDA. One example is Kimani, of course, Kimani Ichung'wah. Of course, Ichung'wah is Ruto's, handman. Let me put it that way. Yeah, but Ichung'wah can't even campaign right now in Central. He can't even talk in Central because he knows that ground in Enda. Anyway, tell me, what do you think about this issue? Are we yet to witness more mass exodus from UDA, or UDA is intact? Hit me on the comment section. Dr. Politica will be glad to answer you back. Thank you.